Hi guys, it's Sarah again. I just wanted to hop on and say thank you so much for subscribing and liking my videos. And I wanted to give you a little extra bonus piece of me and kind of be pretty vulnerable here with you and explain that all of the material that, I'm getting, that I feel called or drawn to communicate either is coming, from, my guides and, my higher self, my intuition, as well as my experience. I do strongly believe that the personal is political and that there is so much power in acknowledging the parts of us that need to be changed and knowing that we're probably not the only ones that have kind of been doing this. And sometimes it takes somebody else to do it to us to see it, to bring the pattern to light. Or sometimes we overreact to situations to bring our own patterns to light. So I kind of want to right now touch on a little bit more of the duality that I was discussing the last time, but in terms of the monster in your mirror and how you can use this to better yourself and bring your power back to you. Okay, so opening up myself here, I know one of the things I do when I don't feel heard, when I set my boundaries and I'm trying to communicate and, it's just not heard because it's not convenient to the person who's hearing it, or some people who benefit from you not having boundaries, they don't like it when you start to enforce them. And when you have set them and set them and set them, sometimes it just comes out in this loud roar. Right? This scream talk, I call it, because it's what happens to me, where, this little kid inside is screaming, why won't you fucking listen to me, people? Right? Like, why won't you just stop? Because you don't have to take that kind of stuff from people. It's actually abuse. And I just want to come on and say to everybody out there, love yourself enough to know when people are not treating you with respect. And it is a two-way street, absolutely. So if you scream talk at somebody, you probably should say that you're sorry. You didn't mean for the message to come out that way, but that what the message was still valid. And, it took a lot of courage for you to ask for whatever boundary it was that you were trying to enforce when, hell broke loose, really, right? So, hostilities, if you didn't come out on top, you need to really take a look at why did I act, right? If my monster in the mirror, why were my reactions the way that they were? And find ways to remedy that. And I want to also look at if people continue to cross those boundaries and show no remorse, that's narcissistic behavior. Like, those people that will not give you anything and who will tear you down for setting your boundaries and tear you down for trying to stand up to yourself, for yourself, you don't need to have them in your life. And you have absolutely every right to request space from those people. You have absolutely every right to just save your energy and stand up for yourself and your right to do that. Okay? So, for me, that scream talky person that was hiding in the closet, I don't want it there anymore. So I've been taking some salt baths as well, because if you are dealing with people who refuse to follow your boundaries, and especially if there's a lot of anger, resentment, hatred being portrayed about you, you may be falling victim to psychic attack. So sea salt baths, burning sage, smudging yourself, consciously requesting all negativity, any negative attachments to you, anything in your house, cleaning your house, washing the walls if it's been something in the house. This stuff is actually important. So I just want to kind of do, for anybody who may resonate with anything that I'm saying, or, if feeling heard and seen and loved is an issue, right? Because all of those kind of go into one. We need to be heard to feel loved, and we need to be seen to be loved, and we need to feel loved. That's really important, right? You need to love yourself. If everybody else around you wants to show you things that you don't believe or love, you at least need to love yourself. Okay, guys? So, I want to pull a card first off with a Doreen Virtue Angel card just to kind of get a message. Woo! A couple flew out here. Just a second. Pay attention to your dreams. So, a lot of times, you know, we get a lot of information in here. You may get power animals. You may experience, you know, things that may happen. You know, pay attention. Little heads up. Celebration as well. So, you know, celebrate the triumphs and successes that you have rather than really letting any monster inside of you tear you down as well. And please focus on your blessings. Focus on the good things in your life, not the negativity around you. You know, focus on all the things that you have to be grateful for and express that gratitude. Okay. Well then, let's actually shuffle this though. Please, Spirit, could you give me one message from the angels that we could all take on maybe standing up for ourselves. So, healing as well. You're allowed to take time to heal. You know, if you feel like you can't be around people without scream talking and you're trying to heal, you have every right to do that. Or whatever the situation it is, right? Like, I'm going to use my examples because that's kind of what I do. Okay, so I'd also like to pull an Earth Magic card. These are pretty cards, but Earth Magic here. So I kind of want to get a little bit of, how do I put this? Something earthly, something you can touch, right? Something really grounded, some grounded advice to kind of stop any blockages as well from standing up. You might see me, my cards always like to like fly across the room and fall, so it was way too many. Let's try this again. Okay, Spirit, please give me one card. Okay. Power. When we allow people to cross our boundaries consistently feel like they have a right to second guess any decisions that we make, a right to do anything like that, we give that away. You have this power. You need to keep it to yourself. So if your stomach hurts to be around someone, stay away. If your stomach hurts to have to just talk to someone, you don't need to talk to them right now. If your stomach hurts for any situation, if your gut is telling you don't do it, don't. That's your power source, and when you give it away, you lose it. Okay? Alright. Thank you, anyone who's still watching this. It's a little bit raw. I apologize for that. I would like to now bring in the Crystal Mandela Oracle as well for healing and connecting with, sorry, it's called Channeling the Power of Heaven and Earth because it's got, crystals and Ascended Masters and stuff. So let's take one way that we can heal. I'm going to go here, maybe our throat chakra, because that would be something if you're resonating with having trouble standing up for yourself and having to set boundaries, it's your throat that needs to be healed, right? So, please, Spirit, can I have one message how we can heal our throat chakras or any other blockages? But I'm going to focus here on throat to be able to speak in ways that are direct and exactly how we mean without, again, being mean and without scream talking in my case. Okay? Ooh. Her eye ever open. This is the goddess Tara and Tibetan quartz. I'm actually going to read for you because I think their messages are really clear. And I don't actually have that book, so we're going to go with that. Her eye ever open. Okay, so I don't have the book right with me, but we're going to talk about it anyway. If you've set your boundaries, right, and it took a lot for you to do it, you had already opened your eyes to things not working, to places where power was being taken, to places where you were allowing that power to be taken, and where you were sleeping. Wake up, babies. Wake up. I got a love for Terminator. Terminator 2. And there is no fate but what you make. And that's truth. That is so truth. You know, I'm a strong believer in destiny. There's things that we were destined to do. I believe I was destined to help share my messages and bring my vulnerability into a public space to help any of you who ever felt like me, to help you. And if not, it just helps me sometimes. I cry sometimes too, so I'm not going to hide it from you. But there is no fate but what you make, and once you open your eyes, if you close your eyes again, it's a choice. You make every choice that you make, it affects where you go from here. And, you know, when you make mistakes, learn to apologize and learn to come from sincerity, right? Your eyes ever open to that monster inside, that person you don't like, you're going to work on that, right? That's how we get better. Find the places where we've had our eyes closed for too long. It's time to change it. And I want to end today with one message from the Isis Oracle. So please, Goddess Isis, please connect with me, the spirit of Goddess Isis. Can you give us one message? We're going to do two, but if you've watched any of my other videos, Triumph of the Goddess. You are going to be successful in whatever it is that you've been trying to do. Don't stop now. It hasn't been this hard, and it hasn't been this difficult, your road or your path, for you to stop now and shut your eyes again, right? You're gonna be successful. You're going to make it through. You know, I was given a piece of advice a long time ago that took me a long time to understand, but nobody can pull the carpet out from under you or the rug out from under you unless you let them, right? So you got to stand up and be brave and know that as long as it came from a place of unconditional love and light, and knowing that you did not intend to hurt people and you remedy any hurts that you've caused, you are going to come out of this on top. Okay, so I want one more, please, Spirit, to help us kind of finish this reading off and to go into the next little while. I will do another video when I feel called to. It's only kind of then. That's kind of when I'm at. But to help us kind of moving forward from here, from any, if you've had blockages or, you know, you've had rough spots over the weekend where you've had to confront the monster, and we know we're going to be successful now. So what I want is one more on how to aid in this success. These spirits. Ooh. Brother in darkness. Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. So again, with my duality video, one of the things was balancing out the masculine, the feminine, the male, female. Let me just give you a quick little reading because I do have that book here. Alright, so which one is that? Brother in Darkness. Okay. So whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine power. So your intuition,